everyone, it's been a little bit. Welcome back to the new Digimon Adventure movie, to the Beginning. If you are familiar with any of our reviews that we've done before, except for the one that was recently released, we go very in-depth into spoilers. This has only come out a couple of days ago, or not even out, depending on where you are in the world. So, this is spoilers. Yes, flashing on screen. Warning, warning, you have been warned. If you are adverse to spoilers, please, thank you, like, and come back later when you're...
Link to a quick review.
Yes, is over there. Yeah, there will be many spoilers coming ahead. Alright, so now that all of those people are out of the way, and only those of you who want to know about this movie are still here, let us dive into this movie. And it immediately starts with the Digi-Egg over Tokyo Tower.
With a sound, with some music playing in. You've probably heard before.
Yes, if you're a Digimon fan, you've heard this in other movies, other shows of it before. And it's appearing, and along with it is a message that everyone should have a friend, everyone should have a Digimon.
Yes.
That's just on screens all around the world, all on screens, lots of TVs, phones, whatever.
Lots of cutaways showing lots of different people and places and things. That'll be a theme in this. They do that a lot.
Yes.
And eventually our main 02 cast gets together in front of Davis's, not Daisuke, we're doing English dub.
Yes.
Davis's
ramen shop.
Yes. Not just a card, actually has a full-blown shop.
Yes, and they use the digital gates to get there. They seem to easily be able to open up those again, which in other movies I'm pretty sure they talked about those being... those stop being easy to open, but...
Yeah, would have been less of...
Yeah.
This again was established just as a sequel to that movie, right?
Supposedly. Okay, we'll show why not. But
regardless, they'll get inside and Davis and V-mon cook them up some ramen.
Ramen, yep.
Yeah.
And they start talking that this egg has been here for a week
now, yep.
And not seeming to do anything. And
as they're talking over each other on TV, we get a news flash that someone's climbing Tokyo Tower.
So
you look at it, and Cody apparently rolls really well on his perception check.
Yeah.
He notices this guy climbing up the tower has a Digivice in his hand.
Which, holding that in your hand while climbing would make climbing much more difficult.
Yeah.
So why is he holding it in his hand? Because it's the only way we can move the plot forward to get these people interested, I guess.
This Digivice is kind of interesting looking. It's black to start with. I mean, not pitch black, but
and it's clearly cracked.
It's cracked. There's a little bend in it.
Chunks taken out of it. The screen is cracked.
Yep.
And he's climbing up there and seems to be talking to the Digi-Egg. Like,
yep.
Why now? Why are you here? General
kind of question.
Why now? And he seems to have some kind of brief reaction and falls.
Falls off, yep.
Falls off.
And he dies, and that was nice knowing you.
Yeah, and that's the end of the movie. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. No.
No, he gets grabbed by Digimon.
Stingmon.
You're right, Stingmon. Correct.
Yeah.
One of the other flying champions. There are a few of them.
Yeah, they got a few flying champions.
The humanoid flying champion. I remember it was the bird.
Yeah, they bring him down to the ground, and as is not surprising in this universe, he knows Digimon. Of course, because he has a Digivice, you would expect him to know Digimon. But he's like, oh, another Digimon. Oh, look. As Yoli tells Hawkmon to cut him off. Oh, look, your slave listens to you.
He follows your orders unquestioningly, and Hawkmon goes, no, that's not it at all. I'll do this willingly. And he doesn't want to talk to him, and then he's going to run and play again, so he talks to him a little bit. And then he says he doesn't want to talk again, he'll say a few more steps, get him to play again, he talks to him some more. And we repeat this on far too long. And
then he tries to pull away, and they reach out to grab him, and what falls away is... I never even noticed this character has an eye patch, because his hair covers his left eye almost all the time. And so at first I'm like, what the heck even fell off?
I at least noticed it.
And he looks at them, and...
He's missing an eye, that's why he's wearing an eye patch, right? No, this is Japanese. Obviously it's not because he's missing an eye.
Yeah. And, anime, naturally, characters have fairly large eyes. This is double that size.
Yeah, the iris is, twice the size of his other one.
And it clearly does not match. And not just it's a different color, because that's, very typical anime. It is a different color, but...
Heterochromia. Very popular these days for some...
Yeah. It's something more than that. At the moment, we don't really know anymore. So, because the guy climbed the tower and fell off, they have to flee from the police to go off and stand on a staircase. They can talk some more.
But I'm curious as to why did these people at this point not know the police? Why do the police not know them?
Why can't they just talk to them? And
they're like, oh, it's you guys? Okay, you're probably good to go.
Yeah.
No, they have to run from the police.
Yep. Don't want anyone to know what's going on, because this is not the season that lets other people solve their problems. No, wait, that's all the season does.
Yeah,
And so we start talking some more, and he says that his name is Louis.
Yep. L-U-I.
Mm-hmm. And it does seem like, oh yeah, throughout all of this talking, there are definitely different voice actors than the original English dub, and I understand it's 10 years later. Their voices would have changed a lot.
Possibly their voices changed, possibly they weren't available, probably didn't want to do it anymore. Any number of reasons.
And
for most of the human tamer characters, this is fine because your voice changes when you move from 12 to 16.
Yeah. But there's one, especially for me, was Armadillomon, which went from having this nice southern drawl to sounding like a Muppet that got sat on by Waymon. What did they do?
It sounds like they fed for the voice actor some helium. Yeah. His lines.
What is that?
It was kind of strange.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he doesn't talk much, so you don't feel that.
No. And
regardless, as they talk to Louis here in their steps, one more interesting things he drops is why his Digimon partner isn't with him is because he killed it.
Yeah. And that's new. I mean, we've had Digimon partners die before, not in this universe. Well, unless you count the last Evolution movie, it kind of did. But this movie ignores that movie, so don't worry. But we've never had a partner
claim he killed him.
Kill them, and so they believe that this is their partner's egg. That
he has a connecting. His eye is connected to that. His unusual-looking eye is connected to the egg.
And so they're discussing it, thinking about it, and Davis, being his usual hot-headed self, is just like, sure, we'll do it. We'll get you up there. Why not? And everyone's like, we don't know this guy. We should talk about it. No, let's go. And we get Pyojimon. Even though Ken was just
against it,
30 seconds ago saying, no, don't do it.
It was still enough that it was... Because they had to be on at least the same page for this to happen, right?
Yeah. If it's just V-mon, no problem. But no.
V-mon could have done it, too.
Yeah.
Why you need Pyojimon?
Yep. And I hope a single Digivolution gets you excited. Because, you got about another hour before anything else Digimon like that really happens. Hopefully it's not an hour in editing time. Future Rordrik, made sure that's not... Okay, good, thanks. And so they fly up to it.
And when they get close to it, it seems like they hit a strong wind.
Something affects them.
And Louis kind of falls off, and Davis grabs him, and Ken grabs him, and they all fall into the egg.
Yep, they try to do the classic chain, but that doesn't work, and they fall in. And they wake up on the ground with Wormmon and V-mon, not Pyojimon. And they seem fine.
Yep.
They get up, look around, and they see two young children.
Yes.
Climbing up a staircase.
That kind of looked familiar.
And I heard some people at the theater being like, "Oh my God, how could they not recognize them?" They are so much younger that that is not going to. I have far bigger problems with this movie than them not recognizing them from 12 years younger. But they look like. This is Tai and Kari. This is from the original Digimon Adventure movie, how they look. So that is roughly the time period we're looking at here.
Yes.
And Rui is looking at someone else entirely.
Yes. Another one who, she also has hair that looks very
much like him and very purple.
Yeah.
Because we know lots of people
same style, same color,
purple hair.
So it's obviously him at a younger age. But Davis doesn't pick up on this.
It's Davis, yeah. At least that is consistent.
Yeah.
I don't care for it, but at least somebody knows the character. That. And so they're trying to figure out, like, that's you? Are we in the past? Or is this just a memory?
We don't know. We'll never know.
For our sanity, we'll say this is a memory, because if we actually do time travel, you're just breaking absolutely in everything. No.
Always a bad idea.
And so when we follow them to his home, we get a look into what Louis' life is there. He is... Yep.
Even though our prospective characters are there, they disappear in this next... See inside the house.
Yeah, we can see inside the house, even though they're not in there. We see that Louis comes home, and he goes into a room to talk to his dad, apparently, saying what they did, and they went. And it turns out he's connected to a lot of machines. He's apparently very sick.
Probably doesn't have long to live if he's not in a hospital in his own home.
Yeah. and stuff like that. And the mom comes in and flips out like, "Oh my God! If you touch anything, your father might die." And I mean, you have to at least somewhat understand that yes, this has to be extremely stressful.
Yeah,
it cannot be an easy thing. It is a bit much.
It does seem extreme, but it's the first day he's here, and she just had a really, really rough day or something. We're not quite sure yet, but it seems a little extreme.
Yeah, just go sit and watch TV. So he goes watch TV, and he's like, "Oh, I made your favorite hamburger steak."
Yep.
And it turns out that because he is, as we learned, 3 going on 4, as today is his birthday, he wet himself on the couch because he was just watching TV, and she once again flips out and throws him outside.
Well, before he does it, to get the wet clothes off him, you see his chest and body
and his neck, and there's just bruises
big
over,
purple bruises all over him. So there's no question anymore.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure you could try to say that he got them elsewhere, but there's nothing else to point.
There's just so many of them.
Immediately after, she locks him outside as it starts to snow.
As it's snowing, yeah, no shoes, probably no pants at this point.
Yeah, it just looks like a long shirt. And no,
and this is surprisingly dark for 02.
Yeah, 02 especially is. I mean, we had Black War Angstimon, but I mean,
that's not even close to this.
No, this is nothing.
So it's like, are we actually going to be like a mature movie? Because you understand that people who grew up with 02 are
hi
this age?
Yeah,
not really. Vegas, who's been watching outside the porch, to his credit, is really unhappy.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna show her. And Ken's like, we don't know if we're actually in the past. We could mess anything up. And Louis just like, I didn't ask you to fix this.
Yeah.
This is my story. This is my battle. Stay out.
This is my movie. Why are you even here?
Oh, we're not even. Yes. We'll show you why even more. Moving on. And finally, after a while of crying, I'm sorry. She doesn't just clean up and let him back in. He's out there. It seems a long time.
Quite a while, yeah.
And he looks up, and he sees sitting there in front of him a Digiegg.
Yep. Normal big-sized Digitama.
With the single swirl through it, It's slightly different than the others just because of its pattern, but otherwise...
Otherwise, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't.
Anything different. How did it get here?
Because, I mean, at this point, the earliest ones came through computers, or were enormous ones in the sky, kind of about this time period. Even if you want to count Willis, because he said his came out of a computer too. Well, yeah. So, why is it just sitting out on a balcony randomly with him? Still can't tell you. Couldn't tell you at the time, can't tell you now. And he reaches out to pick it up, and we start to see a golden light, and Louie's like, "No!
Don't make that wish."
Yeah, the present Louie runs in. No, don't make that wish. Yeah. And suddenly...
They're in free fall.
They're in free fall. Below the Digiegg, back in the... Apparently present, because swiftly after they fall, we see
the other flyers have come through and snap and
them. Yeah. Which is everybody but Aquilamon. Or Badillamon.
But we don't have to lose some talk, so it's okay.
Yep. And they begin to discuss what happened. Like, yeah, we were in there for like hours. And
it seemed like 2 hours. Like, oh, no, we just saw you pass right through it.
For, 3 seconds.
Oh, so we've got some time dilation possibility going on here. Where the ability to tell entire stories in a second, it can affect your ability to do something in Ballard. Nothing will come to this.
No. So, once again, they were spotted near the tower, so there's
have to run from the police again.
And Yoli's like, I'm so glad we have these, showing the D3. So I assume they get away using the gates, because they don't show it.
Either that or fly away on flying Digimon.
Yeah, I mean, they can...
And again, these people should have a relationship with the local police, you would think.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have to run from the hot fuzz. It shouldn't be...
These people, yeah.
Whatever. Just because we see Izzy and Ty talking to important people earlier in the movie and on the TVs.
Oh yeah, Ty is like the elite diplomat and talking about it, and they're sullying his name more by saying he won't even talk to his name.
Doesn't have time for little stuff.
Yeah. And I get it, you're upset over losing Agumon, but... they bring you closer to Kari, right? Yeah.
I mean, he's not really... Who knows how he actually said it.
Yeah.
It came from Kari secondhand.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't even really said that way.
Yeah, the sister making things worse. Yeah.
But regardless.
But, so they decide to meet up again at the computer club, where most of this happened in O2. Or at least a computer club. I'm not actually sure if it's
the one that Cody was in, because he was the president there, so he knows the current one. And
he could ask permission, yeah.
That's the most important thing Cody will do this movie.
Yes. And they're still using that terrible password from the Digimon Strikes Back movie. So at least somebody paid that much attention and watched that movie. Because there sometimes I will question how much they've watched the rest of the stuff later. They use the Digimon.
So, but now, because we really need to know what happened with this Digimon, what it is, we go back to more flashbacks.
And get ready for about, 30 minutes of flashbacks.
Well, it's not 30 minutes of flashback, because after every piece, we have to cut back to the regular time. We have people tell us absolutely nothing of interest. We realize we have to go back to the flashback and ask them to continue.
To interrupt, just keep interrupting them. So, we go back to the flashback, and we finally see the golden light disperse, and we see Ukamon. Which is an interesting looking...
Big fat Marine Angemon.
Yeah, an interesting looking Digimon, and has a sickly sweet voice. Very cutesy, high-pitched. Oh, I will protect you!
It gets on your nerves after about 3 minutes of him speaking.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of good to cut away from that guy for a way, I guess. Maybe just to save my sanity from his voice.
There we go, yep. They knew it.
That was the point, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's like, I heard that you wanted friends. I'll be your friend. I will protect you. Oh, it's your birthday?
And he's talking, it's my birthday. It's my first real birthday. Because it only comes every 4 years. I was kind of born on a
weird day.
Yeah.
So he's February 29th.
Leap year baby.
Yep.
And actually, because things are based on this leap year birthday, it actually makes a very nice point in time to get a concept how everybody is and how things have gone.
Yeah.
So it might be a good idea to make characters that have leap year babies for that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It does help.
So he says, oh, it's your birthday. Oh, it's my birthday. And your birthday's for get cakes and presents. So...
makes him a little cake out of snow.
It looks nothing like a cake, really.
Yeah, and gives it to him. And it falls apart into the classic Digivice.
Pretty obviously the black Digivice we've seen that we have to this point.
Yeah. And Ukamon says that's a Digivice. He knows what that is.
I made it. It's a symbol of our friendship.
So, Ukamon made Digivices? But in the original Digimon Adventure, didn't Homeostasis' team make the Digivices? I know they made the crests. So maybe they already had a Digivice? I don't think so.
I'll explain to you the ones that have gone in the past, from like the cave in Centaumon's cave.
Yeah, and
or all the Try.
And the original 5 that were talked about in Try. Yeah.
So, sure.
Okay.
We'll go with it. These are movies. Sure. I'm not even sure these are canon, so sure.
Yeah. And so he's like, thank you, Ukamon. You're my friend. Oh, I want to make all kinds of friends. I want to make friends all around the world.
I want friends that'll protect me from...
And protect me.
No matter what.
What?
Well, it's because he makes a wish. Supposedly, Ukamon says he can make a wish because he's connected to a...
Great power.
Great power, yes. That's the exact phrase.
And to their credit, the group, when they do interrupt him, start talking about, well, what is the great power?
I already mentioned it's going to be
homeostasis. Which is my best answer at this point.
Either that or you dress will be.
Yeah. I mean, technically, supposedly, there's like a Digimon god if you dig deep in, but that's never been talked about in the anime. So, any of them. Not even just O2. So, yeah. We'll go with homeostasis. that's my best.
We'll go with that for now. Because it's never proven or disproven anything. So, they ask for a wish, and Louis wishes for, some friends who always protect me from everything.
Mm-hmm. All around the world.
Yes.
I'll make friends all around the world. And so,
and since has anyone seen more than 3 movies in their life, you know this will probably go badly with a wish that generic. But for a 4-year-old boy who's suffering from a dying father and abusive mother, this makes sense for him to wish for him.
And speaking of that abusive mother, she opens the door.
After the wish is made,
she opens the door to look at him and like, what's all this noise? What are you doing? And suddenly some snow falls, and like that, her tone changes.
Oh, like, you must be cold. Come inside. I'll warm some milk for you.
Can Ukamon come in? Of course.
Yes.
She doesn't question that at all, and this isn't suspicious in any way.
Nope. And then from there on, he tells us Dad got better real soon afterwards.
Oh yeah, it's just miraculous recovery.
And he goes to school, and school is great because Ukamon's there with him.
And it shows like Ukamon literally like stopping cars for him.
Okay, so this is another case where Digimon was out and open and publicly known.
Oh yeah, it's shown that it's literally like getting in the face of people, and like it's known to the family, and it's there with him at school. And how was Digimon not known about that? if all this was happening.
Yeah, exactly. Along with what they were saying in Last Evolution too. So.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we cut to his second real birthday.
Yeah. And we see that he has friends and his parents come and say, hey, let's open gifts. And then just stand there.
Yeah, everybody has the same expression on their face. Yeah, nothing suspicious.
Yeah, this does not look right.
So Ukamon apologizes to Louis, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to get you enough friends from all over the world yet, but I'm working on it. By your next birthday, it'll definitely happen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then we cut to that birthday. I mean, there's probably some talking to somebody, but nothing of significance happened. Until we get to the next birthday. Now he's 12 at this gate.
Yes. And he is watching on the news coverage of the Abortamon Strikes Back.
Yes.
We see Omnimon, Armageddonmon. Not that you would know he's named Armageddonmon if you just watch it.
You and I know.
And he's like, what's going on? Why are Digimon fighting? What?
Oh, these will be your friends. These are the bonds like we do. And they have to protect their friends no matter what, which is why they're like this. So apparently Digimon, fighting and protecting is forced upon them by this guy in the Digivice, not because they believe in the goal or friendship or trying to save anybody.
I mean, like in the original Digimon Adventure, they are waiting for them. Like they knew this was happening. So yes, there is some destiny and predetermined fate, whatever the heck you wanna call it. But
And so he's like, no, I never wanted that. What do you expect? And then parents at some point are walking, not exactly.
They walk out of the room and just collapse.
Thud, yeah. He kind of freaks out, like, so what's happened to him? And they're lying unmoving on the floor. And then Ukamon comes up, like, oh, come on, I'll take care of that.
Mom and Dad, you gotta try harder to make him happy. And like tentacles come out of his fingers and wrap around him and jab into them and infuse into them, and they're smiling and standing again.
Oh, hi Louis, happy birthday. And Louis understandably is very freaked out about this, seeing his parents are not quite sure what they are, but I don't think they're human.
Yeah.
Are they dead? Are they completely brain melted and just like mindless robots now?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's not good.
No.
Now the thing is, how has he not seen this in the last 8 years?
Yeah, it's been a long time at this point.
For one, he's not subtle about any time he does it.
Yeah.
We don't see these tentacles when he first turned his mom.
Yeah. And he's made all these friends that are also zombified. I mean, maybe he doesn't know what real friends are, but I don't think he zombified everyone in school. You notice that some people are different.
I mean, maybe if he was Ukamon doing this in secret somehow, because he thought a way to set him, but no, he just does it right in open. He doesn't think anything's wrong with this.
Yeah.
In fact, he's very confused why Louis is suddenly so unhappy.
Yeah. Look, they're happy. This would make you happy, right?
Don't you like it when they're nice to you?
Yeah. Like, no, this is all wrong. I didn't want any of this.
And he's kind of freaked out, learned that his parents are undead now.
Yeah.
Understandably so.
Oh, yeah.
See, watching this is, at any point, I have to explain to Ukamon what's wrong. What he did wrong, he fix it. At no point does he actually have any malice. Or anybody.
No, it does not seem that way. I mean, maybe somehow, some way, but it does not surface that.
I mean, he even gets something like tackles him down and looks like he's about to beat him, and Ukamon's like, okay, go ahead. If that makes you feel better.
If it makes you feel better, you can strangle me all day, because it looks like he's strangling him on the ground.
Just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
And it seems like completely legit.
And so he's shaken by that, lets him up. Then he reaches over into
Umbrella stand,
for lack of a better term, and grabs a baseball bat.
I'm like, oh, is this really when he kills his partner?
And
no, he said he puts the
Digivice on the counter and starts smashing his
smash with the baseball bat.
And
his aim sucks.
Yeah.
As it turns out.
Well, he gets off like one or two good, decent smacks to crack it, and then the third time it goes flying up and hits him. Yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
This one, yes.
And it's even a little bloody and stuff.
You see blood pouring out of his hand, dripping down there. Again, pretty graphic for any Digimon, especially 02.
And Ukamon is so just worried about him being
so freaked out that he's hurt.
And okay, he's like, oh, that's okay. Here, you can just have mine.
What do I do? I know, you can have mine.
Yeah.
So he's literally so concerned about him that he pulls out his own eyeball and gives it to him. Which works, surprisingly enough. This is a pretty powerful Digimon.
Yeah. And so that is how he has
Just that eye.
Ukomon's eye.
So he's kind of like a hybrid Digimon human. You could do all kinds of
This
cool
stuff.
things with this. We won't do it
They
here, but you could intensely do a lot.
Oh, yeah.
This could be your gimmick for an entire season kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. And he turns to him and, this isn't what I wanted.
Again,
You're
he's
terrible.
freaked out maybe because he's worried he's going to try to turn him into a zombie now because he stuck his eye in him.
Yeah, or something. Terrible, I hate you. How could you do this?
You
And,
don't understand me at all. Kind of
you
stuff.
know, we have seen partners push each other too far before. This kind of thing has happened. You get Skull Greymon.
or V-mon crying and running away. Kind of thing.
Yeah. So what do we get this time?
You get a melting
melting.
Digimon.
Like graphic, slow, oozing into puddles.
On the ground.
What the? Again, kind of intense, especially for O2. And
It kind of melts,
just
then like
crying.
looks like he turns back into an egg,
and then
kind of disappears. Yeah. So, yeah, I can see why Louis thought he
killed
killed him.
him. Yeah. Not because he hit him with a bat, but he just kind of melts. And so
That's our story. This is why. And this is why he has the eye, and that's probably what the egg in the sky is, because it looks a lot like the egg with this part, the swirl in the middle.
Yep.
Wave. No.
Yep.
So then we cut back to the present time, all caught up, and we start discussing on what to do now. But thankfully we were saved for more talking when technically it hits midnight and something happens.
And it rolls over to February 29th.
Yes.
And finally, that egg cracks and hatches.
You hear the happy birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. And it's slow, haunting, kind of. And it's very clearly that same voice, though.
Yep. But at this point they're curious as to why would he be back now? And then you realize it's February 29th.
It's his birthday, yeah.
Ah!
Did you really think O2 was that bright?
I thought between Cody and Ken, at least had 3 brain cells
Also-
run together.
Ah, yes.
At
Armadillo
least
Man kept
sometimes.
all those. Yeah, his new voice. And yeah, when he comes back this time, it kind of looks the same.
It looks the same, just really, really big.
Really big, and his head splits.
And then for some reason, his head kind of split like an octopus bottom.
Yeah, like Calamari-mon.
Like an upside down calamari.
Calamari-mon, yeah. And these golden branches,
For lack of a better term.
start coming out, and hanging from them are little pods in which Digi-eggs are growing in each of them.
And again, the message: everyone in the world needs a friend.
Friend.
Everyone should have a Digimon
Digimon.
partner.
Yeah. This thing is creating life. Okay, yeah, that's a powerful Digimon.
I guess so. Yeah. Apparently, potentially billions of them. I don't think there's that many first. Maybe he plans on a couple of batches.
Yeah. And so they go up to the roof to see this,
Look at
and,
it. Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, well, what are we gonna do if we don't do anything? This gift is going to be billions of Digimon."
It will be forced
Billions of
upon.
bonds.
It will be forced into bonds with people, and that'll create chaos. Because remember, Digivices are slaving tools now. Apparently,
Yeah.
not signs of a true friend and unbreakable friend partnership.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Okay.
TK mentions that
Well,
at some point that if you do this whole bond thing will be broken.
because this is the thing that created them in the first place.
Yes. And well, after last evolution, when the bond of Digimon and their partner breaks, the Digimon would die.
dies.
But this is never mentioned.
And we know that this happens. It happened to Tai and Matt, at least, if not the other 4 original Digideaths. Which why wouldn't have the TK and Kari then do well?
Like, oh, it's no
So-
big deal because this we're true friends will overcome this and all that.
Yeah,
But no, you said in the last movie, bonds breaking means death.
yeah, and you know eventually your bond's gonna break from the last episode. You know it's gonna happen anyway, so that you'd rather kill off the current Digimon than let a whole bunch of new ones be born. I mean, yes, there would be a lot of problems with that many Digimon.
Suddenly adding that many new anything to the planet would cause problems. But again, no one's life is in any danger here.
No.
The stakes are actually insanely low.
As many bad Digimon and bad people would possibly get a hold of them, there's good people with Digimon.
Yeah, interactive. Every food's like that many people, every food. So many beings that eat, every food shortages and stuff. And have to go to the world and get something.
Yeah.
You could probably, again, it would be bad. It would not be great.
No.
But it's not another world crisis, nuclear missile falling on people kind of thing. If they fail, we get more life forms. sentient life forms.
Yeah.
Really. Then the stakes being this low, we rush off to go talk to.
Yeah. And
Ukamon.
They very easily convince Louis this whole time that he was wrong, that, Ukamon is terrible, it couldn't possibly, he did such terrible things. You should go talk to him. Okay.
You kind of mentioned that, well, okay, here's some things about him. If you're his friend, what does he like? What doesn't he like? Answer that.
Which is a good point, that, they're showing that they are partners. It goes both ways. Yeah. So they then have to... They do a decent job of convincing him, but because it's a movie, it is a pretty quick switch over. But that's many movies. I won't give it.
This is not my real problem with this. Other than the fact I almost fell asleep by this part.
Yeah, now we're finally actually getting to the action. And so,
I'm not sure why, because they're trying to get to him, but suddenly his tentacles come and attack them.
Yeah, they form into Imperial Digimon, and they digivolve into their champions and Gatomons and Ultimate. Why aren't you two Megas, Patamon and Gatomon? Because it's this after Try.
So it's either after Try, which you would think so, because Try being this ambassador, or it's in the same universe as Hurricane Touchdown, because Willis makes a cameo in this movie. So either way, these two should be going to Mega.
Yeah, no problem.
They don't. So we got on someone who gets
tentacle slap.
Deal with tentacles. Really not as interesting as it sounds.
No.
Goes back down to Gatomon so he can get my legs of Tasty-mon.
Yep. And Giant Teapotmon.
I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of what it's based on, but it's just...
No, I've never been a fan of its design, no. And so, they distract the tentacles enough that on Imperial Digimon, they get close enough to go to fighter mode for some reason, and then
throw Louis in.
Then throw Louis at the problem.
Right, not Louis. Louis.
Just, here you go! Throw it, and he phases through.
Again, yeah.
Okay, I get phasing through the Digi-Egg, kind of, but why are you also phasing through this thing that's physically smacking other things?
It's part of you, technically.
Yeah. Again, not the weirdest thing, but just, okay.
And basically, he goes back to where they did last time.
Yeah.
Walking and watching himself and his young mother walking home.
And he reaches out, grabs her hand, and she reacts like, what are you doing? Who are you? And he says some nice things, think about Louis. It's tough on him,
I know it's tough, too, but really, he does love you.
Yeah. And those two sentences are enough that she goes, oh my god, Louis! And he goes and hugs young Louis.
And later we're back on the porch. But instead of him being out, young Louis, being out in the snow and, this is bedgown, he's inside, we having hamburger steak, his mom's like rubbing his hand, they're all laughing, and he's got a big smile on his face.
Wow, that's a quick change.
So, is this really the past, or is it just Ukamon's memories about what could have been, or should be?
It should be memory. It really should.
I want to keep it that way.
I want to keep it that way. And so, he sits down with Ukamon and...
Who's here in his normal size. With both eyes.
With both eyes, yeah.
Interesting. Not sure why. But...
Yeah. I didn't like it how you didn't, ask me. Well, I didn't like it how you...
And you have the real nice heart-to-heart, good communication. No point does Louis say, hey, Ukamon, you can't turn humans into meat puppets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, okay. It's pretty quick resolution.
Yeah.
When, again, could have had... This is a good moment. You could have had so much more time with this. Yeah. And this is really at this point where it shows so much. This is Louis' movie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is all about the origins of Digimon, Louis. Why is this an Adventure 02 movie? Why are these...
Origin of
the characters...
Louis' thing. The big antagonist, Louis' part.
Yeah.
Who resolves it? Louis.
Yeah. So why is this here? This could be a Digimon The Beginning movie.
New Beginnings.
Just take out 02, Adventure 02. You could even try and tie this into Digimon Adventure. Okay, but yeah. And you would have had so much more time to really just dig into this.
Because Ukamon is always so friendly, nice, and obviously generally well-meaning.
Yeah.
This isn't really a big change or a real surprise, because at any point you knew if we realized all he had to do was talk to him, this would be resolved. Like that, and well, it kind of is.
It is, yeah.
And he goes, well, since we're starting all over again, and it's your birthday, why don't you make a new wish? And Louis says, I don't need to make any wish. I'm happy. I have all I need.
And like, okay, then this is what you need to do.
And yeah, okay, so we can be friends. We can start over at any point. Start from right now. And then we kind of fade away and falls out of the egg again.
Yeah.
Well, that is not an egg anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, he says, this is what you need to do. And for dramatic, the audience doesn't hear anymore. And he falls out, so Imperial Digimon can catch him. He's like, what happened? Did it not work? No, it worked, but we need to defeat him.
Even though he just said you could start over at any point, he just decides, no, we can't start at this point. He wants to reset.
Okay.
In my face, like for mom.
Yeah. And so they all get together and blast him once.
Well, he fights back. So I'm thinking, oh, he's going to be the giant target now.
Yeah.
You know, the tentacles come in, they fight, and they have to dodge him a little bit. And giant teapot has these stories from Medical, so if you're a monk, going to make a crush shot in, and that's all it takes. One shot.
Yep.
I mean, it is a Mega Digimon, so okay. And I don't know what phase Ukamon really is. Age.
Yeah, he definitely seems like,
Who knows?
he's really powerful for a newly hatched Digimon. Yeah, I don't think he's a baby. Pretty confident on that one.
Regardless, that's all it takes, and as you might expect, it kind of disappears, and his Digivice kind of lights up again, and the Digitama comes out of it. Except this Digitama is not, ostrich dinosaur sized. It
fits in his hand. That is a small egg.
It's a very small Digitama. Why? Because it is.
And so, because Ukamon was defeated, they look down at their D3s that they're holding,
Digivices.
and Louis' original Digivice, and they start to dissolve.
Disintegrate, yeah.
And
Delete.
And as they were talking about, there's now 60,000 or whatever estimated Digidestined around the world.
Well, without Digivices, there are no Digivice. There are no Digidestins. So everybody's equal. And when everybody's super,
no one is. And okay, so we broke the bond. In this universe, that is major. That is bad. No,
nothing happens.
No, just the devices go away.
No one acts any different. It's not like Worm suddenly goes, wait, Ken, you were a real jerk to me.
Yeah.
Why am I still with you? No, nothing like that.
No. Yeah, no, nothing changes. It's just the device.
And so,
which I'm kind of okay with. It's just the device that symbolizes your bond. It's a help, but it's not what creates it. But we talked about these bonds before.
Yeah.
So okay, so once again, ignore other movies. It will let you enjoy this a tiny bit more.
And then, very PSA style, Cody gives us the moral lesson again that you must have good communication with the people close to you.
Yes.
It is really important, and you must understand them, and they'll understand you. And Davis says, no, screw this. And smash him right in the face with a snowball. I mean, them fight and throws.
Yeah, which, for those of you who don't have snow where you are, a snowball to the face can still hurt, depending on how heavy it is.
And the snow you've got going, how hard it's thrown.
Yeah, it still can't hurt.
Yeah, snowball to the face like that would hurt.
But so, he shuts up, and they all just start throwing snowballs at each other. Somebody understands a little better that, Garumon's above this and won't do it, but Kara's like, oh, come on. And dumps a little snow on her and be like, come on.
There's enough to get her going.
Yeah. Yep, have some fun. And
that's it.
Oh, make sure you stick around for the after credit scene of Louis looking at his egg.
It kind of stands up.
Yep.
That's it. After the boring credit scenes, like no music or clips of the show or the characters or
nothing like aftermath, stuff of.
We like Sora and Joe, who don't even show up in this movie, and even like a shot of them doing something.
Yeah.
Joe being in the doctor's office or anything. Or with her flowers, because that's more important than saving the world.
Yep.
That's a different movie to rant about, though.
Yes. And so, it's boring. That is really the biggest.
Yeah, it's boring. The pacing is atrociously.
Just because nothing. I mean, sure, Louis' story is important, so something happens there, but it's not exciting. It is meaningful and. But it's
not a bad story per se. It even fits 02. Gee, no one's really evil. Just misunderstood and talk it all out and everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it fits 02 without doubt.
Yeah, and it really does that all to the end of this movie of just talk it out. And we have to blast it. Why? I don't know, but
we need some action in this thing.
But it's just an egg. And then don't think too hard about those eggs that were forming in those branches when they.
What happened there? Yeah.
When they defeated it. Yeah, because that could.
That's never mentioned or thought of.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ignores things. It ignores the things about bonds, about them being able to go megas, and just so many other things that just make it not really fit. If that really was time travel, then you're really breaking everything.
So much story, yeah.
So yeah, those are memories. Yes. and
I mean, the fun is, again, it's not a 0-2 movie. How often do we even mention, I think we mentioned Hawkmon once in the entire review.
Yeah.
This could have been anybody's movie. I mean, 0-2 actually had some growth to go, because most of these people didn't even make Ultimate on their own, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
they still can't, so.
Yeah, there could have been places to go, but no. If you want to tell about the origins of Digimon and partners, these aren't the original partners. That was what you needed to do back in Try when you were trying to tell that story in not even half of one of the movies, less than that. Half of an episode, you're trying to tell that story pretty much. It's like, what? No, this is really important and cool. Why? And so just, once again, it's just, why? Why is this... Why are we milking Digimon Adventure? I mean, O2 is a little different. They haven't milked that quite as much.
Slightly, yeah.
But still, why? Why?
The horse is dead. It's not only... Don't have to beat it. We're decomposing at this point.
Yeah. Just let it lie. Please.
Let it go.
I mean, I like Digimon Adventure,
Yes, I do.
I really do.
Stop making Digimon Adventure stuff.
It does hurt in some way, but if you're not going to make it quality and true to the characters, I don't know why. It's just a pretty face to put on the poster so people show up. Yeah.
I mean, sure, but I'd have seen it if it wasn't a 0-2 movie.
Yeah.
This is a new unique thing.
So, yeah. Well, I think we rambled on long enough, longer than this movie probably even deserves.
Oh, absolutely.
But, yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did enjoy the movie, let us know down in the comments.
What did we miss?
What did we miss that is so much better and good? Because we will fully admit we are not fans of the original Digimon Adventure 02. we nearly stopped watching Digimon after that season. So let us know down in the comments below what you think of the movie. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next one, everybody, remember to be awesome.
How would you describe Ardell Mon's new voice?
Okay, everybody. Bye-bye.